Alright guys, so I'm going to show you one of the new flashlights I've been carrying around. Well, it's not really new, but I've been carrying around for about 3 weeks. It's the Streamlight ProTac 2AA flashlight. And this thing's pretty sweet. It comes with a nice little nylon sheath, and the nylon sheath has a little Velcro belt loop, so you can take it on, put it on packs and stuff like that. And Velcro little system up here. And it's got an elastic little band which really squeezes that flashlight and holds it secure. Pretty impressed with that for a flashlight sheath that comes with the flashlight. So, if you guys are wondering about these things, this is what I would call a tactical flashlight. And by that I mean it's got a crowned little bezel up here for striking, so it can be used as a weapon. So it's pretty cool. It's got it on the back also, under the tail cap, which keeps it from accidentally getting activated, which is really nice. The pocket clip, it could be better. It does leave a lot of the flashlight hanging out, but at least it's made out of the right type of metal, which is the same material as used on the Streamlight Stylus Pro flashlight tail or pocket clips, which is like a really nice spring steel. Pretty cool. So you know that pocket clip's gonna be a user and abuser. It's not gonna bend out on you real easy. It will bend out on you, don't get me wrong, but it's not gonna bend out on you as easy as a 4.7's Preon 2. I mean, this thing, if you look at it wrong, it bends out on you, but that's just because of the little design down here. So don't get me wrong, this is still a great flashlight, but the pocket clip could use a little tweaking. So back to the program, guys, before I start getting off on a different subject. Alright, so this thing has little louvers right here. Heat sink louvers is what I call them, or heat sink fins, as some people do call them. But it has 3 flat spots on there. So if you set it down, it's going to hit a flat spot, and it's not going to roll off your table. As in some of these other little, I don't know if you've got one of those laying around here. Probably not. But as in some of the other flashlights, they'll just roll right off your table. So that's how most of mine get damaged, rolling off of stuff. So it's a really great flashlight. It runs on 2 AA batteries, and they do give you, at least in my case, they do give you 2 energizers, which happens to be one of my favorite batteries. So thumbs up, Streamlight, good job. And this thing is pretty sweet. So I just learned something new about this flashlight, and that's kind of the reason why I'm making this video. And I was going through the website looking at some of the product information, and it says your factory default settings. Let's get back to the business here. Alright, scroll up. Sorry guys, I'm running my tablet and doing a video. So your factory default settings are high, strobe, low. And this light has a 10-tap programming feature, which is pretty cool. But let's go over the specifications. Your first one on the factory settings is going to be high, and it's 155 lumens, runs for 2 hours. Your second setting is going to be strobe, and that runs about 4 hours. They don't give you a lumens, so I guess it's pretty much 155 lumens maybe. And then your last click would be low, 11 lumens, which runs for about 36 hours, I guess. So I'm not a big fan of the high, the strobe, and then the low. I really like the low and then the high, because 90% of the time I'm not using this to blind somebody or bash their face in. So, but I guess this is kind of what this is marketed for. So you could blind them, then bash their face in. I don't recommend violence, but when push comes to shove and your life's in danger, do what you gotta do. So, but anyhow, I just stumbled across that 10-tap programming feature, which, you know, I kind of glanced at the information that came with this flashlight, and I didn't really see it. So maybe they could do a little better job of that. But I'm going to show you what I got it set up for. First click is low, which is really nice. And then your second click's high. There is no strobe. I don't really use a strobe, and I'm always worried that I might put somebody into a seizure that's around me if I do use a strobe. So I don't like to use those. But to do your 10-tap little feature, the instructions are complicated. But my instructions are plain and simple, and they're on video, so you don't have to read. So you're going to take and you're going to click this thing 9 times, and then you're going to click and hold on the 10th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold on the 10th. Now it just went to strobe and it turned itself off. So I turn my light off, now back on, so it's high, 2 clicks, strobe, 3 clicks, so now it's back into factory setting. So high, strobe, and then low. High, strobe, and then low. See how that kind of, you can't really get to that low right off the bat, which is kind of sucks. So let's check out the next setting. It has 3 settings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's off. So now I have to click it again, and now the flashlight's off and it's reprogrammed. So now you're going to take a push that's high, and that's only high. So that's setting number 2 from factory. Now if you want to get to the setting that I have it in, when we first started, which was my favorite, that's setting number 3. So you have to go through all of these, but you do get a pretty nice setting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold, and it shuts itself off. Click and it's off. Now you have low and high. So 1 clicks low, 2 fast clicks high. And that's the setting I like it in, and that's the setting that I carry it in. So if you guys are wondering about these flashlights, they're freaking pretty sweet, you know. I mean, besides the belt clip, but I do recommend them. They're pretty awesome. They light up a backyard like nobody's business. They will blind you, and I guess they could be used as a weapon. Although I try not to use things that aren't weapons as weapons, but when push comes to shove, like I said, do what you guys got to do. So if you guys like my video, I appreciate it. If you comment, I appreciate that too. I like to see what you guys got to say. And if you guys subscribe, I really appreciate that. That really helps me out, and it kind of gives me confidence in knowing that people are interested in what I'm interested in. So, but that's all I got for you. I hope that you guys understand some more about your flashlight. And one last thing is, this is Ipx7 Waterproof. And for us layman term guys, that means this flashlight is supposed to be rated for 1 meter below the water surface at 30 minutes. So it's not a dive light, I guess you guys would say, but for average everyday Joe kind of stuff like me, this is going to work out perfect. So, well, I hope you guys have a good one. Later.